it's me, your Jimmy Jam Oracle. Thank you for joining me today. Today we are doing another Girl World Tarot card reading for Chantal Foodie Beauty. Right now I'm shuffling the deck. We are focusing our energy on Chantal, helping the spirits out. Speaking of the spirits, make sure we thank them and welcome them today, just like I thank and welcome you. All right. They're doing the Celtic Cross spirits. Please help us find out what's going on with Chantal Foodie Beauty. She's been arguing, or she was on camera arguing with her husband. Oop, oop, oop. I did have a jumper. Yeah, we read the jumper. It is the Five of Pentacles, which does not look good. Oh. Sorry, I got turned around on my guide here. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles is upright. It says need, poverty, and insecurity. Is it a financial insecurity or an emotional one, Chantal? Let's set that one aside, see if it becomes relative later to another card, or, we might touch on it later. But let's go ahead and get Chantal's Celtic Cross started. We start with the first card. It's her card. It's supposed to represent what she currently, what she feels like, what she's doing, or it's judgment. It's judgment, but it's reversed. Let's see, one of the last cards, I believe. Yep, it's lack of self-awareness, doubt, and self-loathing. Well, I think definitely the lack of self-awareness, 100% Chantal. Well, really any of the girl world girlies. And it's also talking about doubt, which is interesting because I believe doubt and insecurity probably just go hand in hand. So that good strong start, I believe. But definitely it's saying right now Chantal is in a state of doubt. Is she self-loathing? Not sure. But let's move on to the second card. Is her obstacle card. So what stands in her way? Spirits, we see the Four of Rods. I'm going to read it reversed. Soon as I find that meaning. There it is. It is the lack of support, transience, home conflicts. Ow! That's a good one. Because this is the one that we can see on screen. Her, like I was talking about at the beginning of this read, her and Salah have argued right on camera. And it seems like the spirits are saying, yeah, there's conflict at home. Even the lack of support also ties in, because a lot of times when I get a reading for Chantal and Salah, it's always referring to teamwork. And, with teamwork, you need support. And now it's saying, well, now that support's no longer there. Or at least this is how she feels. Like this could be a part of her insecurity, the self-doubt. Let's move on to the third card. It sits on top of Chantal. It is, it can be a goal, I guess, or what she can expect, considering what's going on. Also, it could be hopes and fears for the future, but let's see. Oh, we have the Emperor, but he is reversed. So let's, where is he? There he is. It says tyranny, rigidity, sorry, coldness. Okay. So this very well could just be Chantal herself. When I do girl world readings, I get control. I get a lot of control verbiage with their cards. They're always looking for control. In this case, we're talking about tyranny. Or maybe this is how Chantal sees Salah, him trying to take over, him being unbending to her demands, as she's not used to. She usually just gives her whatever the hell she wants. And then coldness as well. Again, if we're having lack of support in the team, then she could see that as coldness. But let's continue to a distant past foundation card. It's the fourth card. So It's described something that has already taken place. It's already happened, typically in the past, but it's supposed to indicate like what's helped Chantal get to her current state. We have the Five of Cups. I believe the Five of Cups is loss, grief, and yeah, self-pity. That's the word I was looking for. So the self-pity part, I've gotten this card for Girl World before. So it's basically like she looks at what's been lost, what's been spilt, and is completely ignoring what she has. So like the figure in the picture, again, like is just mourning over the 3 spilled cups, but completely ignoring the 2 filled cups behind them. This is peak Chantal, I believe. She is a very negative focused mindset. And the spirits are saying, yeah, this is a part of the problem. But let's go ahead and move on to the 5th card. Is another past foundation, but it describes something a little bit more recent that's happened. So let's go ahead and flip that. We have the 5 of Swords, but it is reversed. Let's look that up real quick. There you go. It says lingering resentment, desire to reconcile, and forgiveness. Yeah, if the spirits are still talking about the relationship, which I have a funny feeling they are, that forgiveness, like she has forgiven him in the past, and even the desire to reconcile, like they pretty much, the spirits are saying, yeah, they've kind of gone through, their ups and downs in the relationship. Even like the lingering resentment, I do believe that is still current. Like I know it's sitting in the past position, but I do believe that part of it is lingering in the present. Because you have to remember, this is another like foundation card. So this is another like there's this is also what's led to what's going on. I think the spirits are saying this past forgiveness that Salah has needed, or even Foodie has needed, has resurfaced. And that's either it's resurfaced and it's real, or it's resurfaced in Chantal's mind or in somebody's mind. And there's that resentment towards the other person. And that's currently what's causing the lack of support, the home conflict. So we move on to the 6th card, which is a future influence. So it could be other people, or it could be changes coming, whether long-term or short-term. But let's go ahead and flip that card. Ooh, we have the World, but is reversed. I've gotten the World multiple times for the girls. Typically, I always read it as the sign of their cycles, I guess. Just the way their lives just continue to repeat themselves over and over again. Their illness, pretty much, with whether it's their addiction or food or with the relationships in their life, it's the cycle that they're stuck in. But we read the card reading, it does say incompletion and no closure. So basically, the spirits are saying that this problem, I believe, continues on. Even though here in the past we have forgiveness, we have desire to reconcile, but like I said, there's resentment. That resentment is keeping whatever this is open. That's what the World is saying. It's keeping it open. It's going to stay open. No closure. There's not going to be an end to it. Just continuing on forever. Again, does that... I really feel like it does... It's towards the relationship between the two. Versus like I was talking earlier about like Chantal's like eating habits and stuff like that. Like yeah, we saw basement spaghetti here like today or yesterday, but like I'm not getting that feel. Like I'm really feeling like this is relationship related. But like yeah, but there's no closure from this. All right, let's move on. To the 7th card, it's a card for Chantal. So it's about her. It could be how she feels about the present situation, or it can reveal a course of action she must take, but we have to flip it over to see the Six of Rods. And it is right side up. And what do we have? It says victory, success, public reward. Huh, strange. Victory. What victory does Chantal think she has? What success? I don't like the idea of public reward because it seems like almost like she's receiving something from the public. And as far as I'm concerned, she has received enough from the public if, if she can't pull up receipts. You know what I mean? There's some sort of victory, success. Like she thinks she's winning, which is a very odd way of kind of looking at things. Or maybe she thinks she's a very successful person. I don't know. This is a very strange card, especially considering like the first card talked about insecurity. Even like the fallout talked about poverty. Like maybe it's tied into the relationship more than we're talking about like financial. Like she feels like maybe she's the one holding on to the power. Maybe that's the tyranny that the emperor was suggesting. In which case she would feel victorious, successful, because in the past reads I've done, it's always talking about power struggle. Like she wants it, she's looking for it, for that control. It's very interesting. So we move on to the 8th card. Environmental card it's an outside factors card. So it could be a person, an event, or just how people view her, but it's definitely outside of Chantal and Salah, I believe. It is the 6 of Cups, and it is reversed. I know the 6 of Cups to be like a bit of a family card. It says moving forward, leaving home, and independence. See, I got this before Chantal went to Canada. Not this particular card, I don't think. Maybe I did, because it seems familiar. But like independence, I got independence quite a bit from her. Pretty much every time she gets on a plane and she's away from Salah, I see independence, leaving home. So I wonder. Well, again, this is outside influence, so this just could be people telling her take her ass home. Which is, I believe, the opinions of a lot of reaction channels. So like seeing this card really shouldn't be all that surprising. Even the moving forward part, people are just like, oh my god, just move on from this whole Syria arc. Just go home, Foodie. So like, yeah, this card makes a lot of sense in this position. But is that in her future? I don't know. We have to keep looking. We have the 9th card, which is Chantal's most inner emotions. So this could be a secret fear, or it could be a secret wish that she has. The Empress. Funny seeing the Emperor and the Empress in this read. But what's her number? Number 3. Oh yeah, she's right at the top. Okay, here we go. It says motherhood, fertility, and nature. Huh. It could be a secret fear, motherhood, because Chantal hates kids. Or it could be a secret wish. I mean, I think it's pretty natural for a woman to just kind of have that instinct of, wanting to take care of something, to be nurturing. Again, this could go either way. It could be a great fear or a great wish that she has. For some reason, I am getting a strong kind of like this intuition that this is somehow relating to what's going on between them now. Because I do believe, like, even here in the 5 of Swords, it talked about reconciliation, the desire to reconciliate. And that fertility, that motherhood, for some reason, I feel like that's a part of what's going on currently. Like she wishes she could do that to reconciliate what's going on between them right now. that's, I don't know, it's a weird, I guess it's not that weird. Because Allah doesn't have any children of his own, as far as we know. Um, but yeah, like I said, that could be either one. Now we have the outcome card, the Queen of Pentacles. And you know what's funny about that? I've always associated the Queen of Pentacles with Chantal because it's creature comforts. And when I think of creature comforts, I think of, yeah, it says practicality, creature comforts, and financial security. I think of Chantal giving into every little whim that she has. You know what I mean? Like going, like the basement spaghetti. Like she was craving that, so she got it. When she wanted air conditioning, I got this card because she was in a hotel room away from her husband, just, you know, living it up, eating and being in the air conditioning. You know, she just wants physical comfort. She's always looking for it. So it seems like the spirits are saying, you know, Chantal is Chantal. You know, she's going to continue to be this way. You know, there's no getting better, there's no getting worse. Also be part of the no closure here. Like I said, not getting better, not getting worse. The cycle continues on. And it's funny that we end with, what did I say? Prosperity? No, financial security. And here we have the Five of Pentacles talking about poverty. So let's take a second. Let's see if the spirits have anything they would like to add to this Queen of Pentacles, to this future card. And then we'll pull from my What's the Tea deck to see if there's anything else. But spirits, is there anything you'd like to say or show us about this Queen of Pentacles in Chantal's Celtic Cross? Give a good shuffle. Let's see if they have anything to say. They say Seven of Rods. It is reversed. Two of Cups also reversed. Four of Cups reversed. All right, let's start with the Seven of Rods. Let's see. Well, there it is. It is reversed, so it says give up. Destroyed confidence and overwhelmed. Okay, so again, like destroyed confidence, insecurity. Spirits are really saying like she's not quite feeling herself right now. Feeling pretty low. So we move on to the Two of Cups. And actually that could be the reason for looking for comfort. The Two of Cups, sorry. Reversed. It is imbalance, broken communication, and tension. So again, the spirits are talking about that home conflict. Broken communication, tension. Like definitely two people are not getting along right now. Now we have the Four of Cups. Is also reversed. It says sudden awareness, choosing happiness, and acceptance. Choosing happiness. So again, like I contribute that to seeking comfort, like looking for that comfort. So it's just funny that, you know, she has an argument on camera with her husband, and then the next thing we know, she's making, you know, church basement spaghetti, which is that's a big comforting meal for her. All right, so let's go ahead and reach into my other. Sorry, my earbud fell out. My other deck called What's the Tea? We're going to give it a good shuffle. We're going to ask the spirits to help us, tell us, please, if there's anything we need to know. Oh. Dang it. Oh, I got this again. So I got that before Queen Rising. We have creeping. Now these fell out. They also have legal issues. It does talk about immigration It does talk about immigration. Maybe this is a catalyst to Chantal going back to Canada. Not sure. But creeping. Who's creeping? I don't know why, but when I see creeping, I think like someone checking their phone. You know, somebody looking through something. Spying. Creeping. Who's creeping? Anything else, spirits? Those were the fallouts, but let's see if they have anything interesting to say when I do the flip. Into you, good chemistry, great vibes, positive. Odd. Oh, this one is upside down. Hustling, making it rain, focused on money, getting it. Kissing ass. Well, hustling and kissing ass, I believe, go hand in hand, especially Chantal's grifting. The into you one is really weird. The good chemistry, great vibes, and positive. It's a very opposite card of what we've been getting in the deck. At least when it relates to Chantal and Salah. This could be somebody else. Maybe somebody else she's vibing with. I heard Anime Sucks came back. Don't know if that's true. But, again, it's all just speculation. It's just gossip, just the spirits telling us what's up. So I thank you for joining me today. And remember to thank the spirits for helping us out and stopping by. And I hope you have a great day.